Hey, what's up, everybody? Plus Parquet. We got daily races, week number 2, Gran Turismo 7. Welcome to 2025. We got daily race A is the Mazda, oh my God, I can't talk. The Mazda, I tried to mix the words Mazda and Roadster together, but that's what you got. You got the Modster at Daily Race A. I'm not going to do it. No DR changes. It's probably going to be a bump and grind, door basher. This is Daily Race B. It's just a short sprint. Wish there was 2 more laps on this thing, dude. Wish there was 2 more laps. Daily Race C is a Group 1 Metacar battle. Mulsanne straight at 230, and the Nissan R92 is basically what everyone's battling over there. I may mess with it a little bit near the end of the week, but this is the golden goose this week for sure, and I'm gonna sit her down on the golden egg and see what I can do here. Now, this was a decent race, man. I fell apart a little bit in the middle. I kept getting the final chicane wrong. I kept trying to stay in second. And by the end, I found a way to take it in third that was good. And I did that at the right time. Some scalps were taken on the final chicane. Let's just say this. On the final chicane, on the final lap of the race, on this circuit, I was in a 4-pack going 2x2 through the final chicane together. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Will they get out of the way for the king? I don't know. We'll see if they do. If anyone knows what song I was playing in the background, it'll play at the end, it'll be louder. If you know what it is, two golden star for you. Let's get into it. And as always, for this year, we will continue the trend of watching brake pedal pressures and trail braking as being the most important part. Now, there's going to be some audio. I did some stuff. I want to keep some live comments in, but most of the live commentary away and try to do voiceovers. Let's see how it goes. Unfortunately, I think it's just nerves. Every time I start a race, I swear to goodness, I immediately have to pee my pants. It never fails, I'm telling you.
Good job on the driving corner, baby.
These fucking hard tires, I swear. So starting in the middle of the pack here, I just wanted to make sure I telegraph to everyone behind me that there is no room at the end. Don't even think about going up the inside of me. That may have caused some people to jump around the outside a little bit. Alright, made it through. Either way, I'm going to do my best to pause while the video... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do my best to pause while I'm talking in the live race. We'll try that. Either way, one of these times, I'm going to find the patience and the finesse to make these types of moves around the outside. It was just... These slippery tires made me jump back to the Supra. The hard tires on Group 3 is just a little bit tough, especially with this circuit with all the uneven pavement. I don't recommend a twitchy car. Now, with that said, you just have to be a little bit careful. This is a race of getting the power down. That's what it is. It really, really is. Slippery tires, guys. Slippery boss. There's a lot of really good side-to-side action in this race. Some 2x2s. We got some grouping. There's some really good action. Me and him gave each other some space. We'll check it out in the replay in just a second. Give me some space, brother. There we go. Just want to remind everyone, inputs, that's our biggest thing right now, is trail braking and proper brake pedal pressure. That's what we're focusing on. Inputs, radar will be blown up. Inputs at the bottom will be blown up for us to focus on that stuff if you want to take the next step. Okay, let's take a look at some of those replays. I'm telling you, that's where you want to focus. Woo! Got real fucking loose through there, boy. I'm gonna get gulped up on the straightaway.
Hope nobody gulps us.
Luckily, the Super is slimming fast. So I made a huge mistake out of that final fucking turn. Huge mistake. Let's see. Alright. Hopefully I'm testing the audio and doing everything good. I'm throwing a lot of different elements at this one. Hopefully I don't mess it up too much. But one of those times I'm gonna grab up that outside, that beautiful outside move. This was just not the one. I just didn't trust those hard tires. Dude got a little bit out of shape on the inside here. There was nowhere for me to go. I just figured I'll blast him through there and just be done with it. Now this was the side-by-side action. This was fantastic. It seemed like maybe we touched. I'll show you at the end. We did not touch. There was zero touching between the two of us side by side. Although old fellow behind us in the other Lamborghini he had a penalty coming up, but he really tried sticking his nose in at some point too. But let's take out the inputs. Now I changed my G Pro. I changed my brake force from 12 or 13, which is very sensitive, up to around 18 or 20, which lessened how sensitive the brake pedal is, hoping to have more stable pressure around that 50% mark and when I'm trying to finesse it. Yeah, look at he almost made the 3 wide, sticking his little nose in there. Look at him. Then he gives me a little bump, and that's what really forced me to stay in second and just kind of make sure I give room to the guy on the outside. People were squeezing, always on that bridge. People squeeze too far to the left, and they'll hit that guardrail. And it's just not nice to do. So I just wanted to make sure that I gave him room. He gave me that little time. The Lambo following gave me a little nudge, and I should have been in third. There's no reason for me to be in second. And you'll see the same reason why I have an issue coming out of the final chicane is because I stayed in second. I don't know if anyone's in the Supra, anyone that's having trouble with grip. I promise you, please, by the end of this race, you'll see how I take the final chicane in second gear, and you'll see how I take it by the end in third gear. It's much, much better. It just, there's a lot of finesse involved in it. Unfortunately, I got so loose coming out of the final turn with the hard tires, and I just wasn't. It's lap 1. This was my first race of the week, so this is my first race of the week. It is what it is. So just I did my best. Normally, I don't lift until I see Jesus, but I didn't want to ruin my race. And again, like I said, we did not touch. There was no touching. Starting lap 2, my brake inputs are improving. The G Pro G-Force brake force setting goes from 0 to 100. 0 being most sensitive, 100 being the least sensitive electronic.
There was tough. Fat, Eld, you were fat as shit through there.
Put it on my mouth.
Following you through, not following my own mind.
With that said, default starts, I think 30 or 40. I dropped it down to 10 to 12 to try to get the anchors on as fast as possible. But it causes, when I'm trying to hold that finesse, that 30 to 60% braking, I noticed that my level, it's just jumping all over the place. Anytime I move my foot, it's so erratic. The increase to 18 has improved stability on braking under 100% significantly. Final chicane is key for the straightaway. This is my first modified race attempt in third gear, and I was too slow on the throttle. I wasn't sure about how it would feel and if it would spin or not. And then I misjudged giving dude space on the inside going across the bridge, and he doesn't give me the same courtesy trying to go into the tunnel. So maybe I should have just smashed his front end and stayed in front at the bridge. But that's me being a nice guy. One more look at my more stable brake pedal pressure through this very, very finesse section where braking is very lightly applied. You can see I'm way more stable in that 30 to 60% range and holding it there and not moving. All right, we're gonna call him a crazy, AK Rays, whatever his name is in front of us, has a weird tank, little mini tank slapper. Okay, and I get by him, and then I overthink my braking and my defense, thinking I want it outside to inside to out, whatever, wanting the slipstream to start the final lap. I just overthought it, outbraked myself, and I just let him through and thought, okay, I was already thinking about it. Let him through, get the slipstream to start the final lap, make a move into turn 1. Right? This was the hardest game of chicken ever, and Parquet, that's too close of a bump. Like we talked, I did not want to bump him. I thought he would move to the outside, but he was not bluffing. He defended the full way. Good for him. Before we watch the most competitive final lap I've had in quite some time, just look at the incident across the bridge. It wasn't a big deal, but this is a backfire from me having level 100,000 billion freaking awareness. Like, he had a pixel alongside of me, and I should have just turned across him and bashed him into the wall and carried on. But of course, that's all. Dude, I'm in control of me. He's in control of he. That's all I could do, dude. He did not grant me the same respect. I gave him the respect of a single pixel being alongside of me, and I am like almost still ahead of him, and he just bashed into the side of me to open up for the turn into the tunnel. It was just like, I wanted to bash him really bad, but it's not worth it. Then we started our game of chicken. This is an inappropriate bump. If he would have went wide, I would not have kept the position unless he like really wrecked out. I would not have taken a position in that case. Parquet, we've talked about it in the past. He knew I was going to make the move. We played a game of chicken. That is a hard corner to defend due to its nature. And I just, I would not have kept the position either way. But yeah, let's get into this final lap, dude. It's brutal. Can't wait. watch this. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Enjoy.
I didn't want to bump him. I was hoping he was gonna move. Oh, I'm going hang the brakes. Yeah, I just seems to be okay sportsmanship. I don't know if it's good or bad. Oh, it's about to get crazy. Come on down here. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Come on, Supra. I'm moving. Yeah, that's what's up.
So I hope that you enjoyed that as much as I did. Doing it, of course. We just got some angles and some things to look at on the way out while we talk about braking and finish this video up. So, I mean, I'm not particularly familiar with this track as well as I should. I haven't raced it for a very long time and haven't put a bunch of hours into it, but it was fun. The hards, the slipperiness of the tires is what makes it a good race. As long as everyone is minding, you know, keeping their elbows in and not being brutal with each other, it's not too bad. On that, I'm going to consider that was a triple switchback on the final chicane. I think the Audi out in front, if it's an Audi, I think, is that what it is? On the one on the left in front, that's 2x2 going through the end here. He made the biggest mistake. He went wide through the end there, and ultimately he lost out the most. I was mad because I thought the Barbie car turned straight across me, but it was netcode on my end. It looked totally normal on replay. It really did. It looked totally reasonable. It actually looked like maybe I made contact with him, but on my end, on the live race, you heard me go, "What the fuck?" You know, I was just like, dude, because it felt like he turned right into me. But when you watch it back, like right here, there's really no contact that you can really see. But when I was racing live, it felt like he tried turning straight across me, and it was just, I wasn't even mad. I didn't think it was dirty. I just thought, hey, it's the last lap. This is for all the marbles. Let's go. But to start the final lap, P8 and come home P4, I didn't expect that, and it was just good racing. This entire race was just good racing. I really enjoyed it. There's just gonna be some good cinematic shots to end the video, and then I'm gonna give anyone a golden star if they can if anyone comments what this song in my outro is. I will give you a golden star. I'm a weird guy. On other channels, I make weird music video mashups and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to bother you, but it's just I enjoy it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that you think I was a little too rough? Do you think all of us were fair? I think we were all very fair with each other. I really, really do. Hamilton got pushed out wide because of the front lead car and gave him no space to come through. And he didn't have a choice. He just had to smash through those pylons and just say, yeah, dude, I'm coming through. I mean, dude, you didn't leave me any space. There's no space left, dude. And then as far as me changing my braking, I'm going to continue to mess with the brake force. I may go up into the 20s to see if it helps my stability. I really enjoyed what it felt like. I really, really did. Now here goes him going deep. This is him. Look, he goes deep right here. Just that, and gave him no room. And it ended up, he made the biggest mistake out of the foursome. He made the biggest mistake and he came last. And I think that makes sense. I think that's fair. I don't think it's, I don't think anyone did anything wrong to anybody in that final sequence. When you come through a chicane like that on the final lap of the race on hard tires in Group 3, and you have a 4-pack 2x2 going through a final chicane, and everyone's minding their elbows and not being total pieces of shit. And this isn't a B lobby. I'm not, I'm right at the tip of B. Of course, I bounce back between A and B all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna keep messing with brake force. I mean, if you look at my brake inputs throughout this video, compared to the last one, I'm probably gonna do a video on its own comparing my last few races with my brake force being way too sensitive, and with the new adjustments. And you're gonna see that it's not spiking around like it was before. When I'm trying to hold 50% braking, no matter how smooth I am with my foot and everything that I'm doing, it was just, you could just see the meter just jumping all over. The input was just jumping all over the place. It was just, and it's unsettling the car. It is. So ultimately, I feel like it's just, I think I went too ambitious. I think I thought, okay, if I can get 100% braking before anyone else does, then I'll be able to lift earlier and let loose and carry more speed. But I think it was just making me apply brakes too much, and it was making me unsettle the car. Whenever I'm trying to maintain 30 to 60% braking, because you have to be fast. And it's affecting my trail braking, it's affecting everything. The elastomers that are inside, the stiffness of the pedal and the load cell settings I have feel good to my foot. It feels good. It's just, I think I have it so stiff. Basically, I have a real stiff physical brake pedal and an extremely sensitive electronic setting. So that was causing it was causing me to have some issues there. But ultimately, I think I'm on the right track here. I like the pedal feel. I just need the electronics to, whatever. I'm learning. I'm an amateur. It is what it is. But if you guys like this, man, whatever. Do them things. Press them buttons. Don't make me say it. This was a good one. I liked it. All right, man. Golden star if you can find out what this is. Catch you on the next one.
In the high, where the sap is collected, the process perfected. The galactic siren sound! Down the dimensions, curled up strings inside the point. Get out of the path of the king! Mr. Laurel. Get out of the path of the king! Regret. Get out of the path of the king! They will not be able to attend tonight's dinner. Supernova, outshot! Get out of the path!